At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.
Good Friday morning. It is Halloween, and we're going to dive into your spooky good forecast. I worked hard on that. Yeah, I did. Let's do our Friday morning show sponsored by HB Neal Construction. There is nothing going on satellite and radar this morning. We see some high clouds over there towards San Antonio and Victoria. We'll start seeing that on Saturday, but overall today for Halloween looks really good thanks to our sponsor of Dana Simmons Real Estate Team. Now let's dive into the rest of the show. We can see that the temperatures across the United States are rather still pretty cold and chilly. Like you got Denver, Colorado at 32, Wichita at 37, Oklahoma City is also in the 30s as well too. And then here locally, we're not as cold, but we are pretty chilly. Further to the north, upper 30s, mainly into the low to mid 40s across the region. Some areas like Houston already into the 50s, and even down towards the coast is also cool this morning into the 50s as well too. Galveston and Crystal Beach at 56 to 59 degrees. You can see the change the last 24 hours. The coast is the one that's actually a little bit warmer. That's because we're actually starting to see that moisture trying to return, setting up for tomorrow. We have that 20 to 30% coverage, so we're already starting to see that moisture wanting to increase a little bit. But still, look at some areas like Jasper, 9 degrees cooler this morning versus yesterday morning. Here's our construction and outdoor forecast for today. Plenty of sunshine, no rain at all. We don't start seeing rain actually until Saturday afternoon and evening, but today looks absolutely great for construction-wise, sponsored by Modern Concrete Materials. We start out into the 40s, get into the 60s, and we will be stuck into the low 70s throughout the day today. Here's our Friday night football sponsored by Silsby Fleet Group. You can't get any better for Week 10 matchups. Really good weather. Not going to be a concern at all because this is going to be clear skies pretty much throughout the evening. We might see some cloud cover coming back in, but the main thing that we'll be seeing that it is a little bit chilly this evening. So we'll start out into the mid 60s, then we get into the upper 50s to low 60s, and then a good chunk of the region will eventually get into the mid to upper 50s as we get into the fourth quarter. So the main thing is it's going to be nice. It can get chilly for some, maybe bring a light jacket, but a really, really good forecast for Week 10 Friday night football. That's because we have that area of high pressure really right over our region right now. It's given us the clear skies the last couple of days, and this is setting the stage for a really good forecast as well too. But you can see there's an upper level low that's about to get into the Texas Panhandle. That is going to be sweeping through our region as we get into Saturday evening and into early Sunday morning. So in other words, we'll see a little bit of uptick of clouds as we get into tomorrow morning, and then we'll start having that chance for at least 20 to possibly 20 to 30% coverage for some light rain. You see right there, there's that a little bit of moisture getting into our region by Saturday evening. That's going to be our round of light showers moving in, but after that, more dry air is forecasted for Sunday and even into majority of next week. So really a dry forecast, even though we have the light rain on Saturday. Once we get over with that, pretty dry the next 5 to 7 days. So notice we start getting the cloud cover by tomorrow morning, and there's that light rain starts moving into the region as we get into Saturday afternoon, and then we'll continue moving down south as we get into Saturday evening, and by Saturday night, this will all be offshore, and we'll be saying goodbye to all those light showers. We'll have some cloud cover pretty much until early Sunday morning, but more dry air is going to continue to filter into the region, setting the stage for a wonderful Sunday. And even next week looks great as well, too. We'll talk about those temperatures here in a second. Upper 60s is what we'll see in some regions, but really the good portion of the region will be into the low 70s, really close to that 70-degree marks, thanks to our sponsor of Switch Electric. And our overnight lows will still be pretty nice. Further to the north, won't get into the 30s probably, but we'll still get into the low to mid 40s. Further south will be into the 50s, 55 in Houston, 50 in Beaumont. Even Lake Charles will be at 50 degrees, a little bit cooler at Lafayette at 48. Down towards the coast will be into the 60s. That's because that moisture just continues to get into the coastal regions. Here's our Halloween forecast for tonight. Clear skies. Again, we might have a cloud or two that tries to come back in later on this evening, but right now, clear skies is what we're forecasting. We'll start off into the 60s, and then by 7 and 8 p.m., we'll start dropping down into low 60s. And then by, again, 8, 9 p.m., that's when we start getting into those upper 50s. And then further to the north, you could get to the mid to upper 50s a little bit quicker. But other than that, really good forecast for football, trick or treating. Just could get a little bit chilly for some. Here's our 7-day forecast. We have that 20 to 30% coverage on Saturday, but other than that, really good forecast. Don't forget, we fall back on Sunday. I know we're not a big fan of it either, but our temperatures will be on a slow, gradual warming trend for next week, but still not that bad. 73 on Monday, 75 on Tuesday, and even as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, still into the upper 70s to low 80s. So it's not mid to upper 80s. That's what's good. But those overnight lows, look at those. Those are still good. Those are actually below normal, what we would see this time of year. Same thing in Southwest Louisiana, just 20% coverage on Saturday, and then pretty good weather next week. A little gradual, slow warming trend, but other than that, some pleasant weather. So y'all have a good Halloween. Thanks for watching the Friday morning show. We'll have updates throughout the morning still or throughout the day on Facebook. We are doing some maintenance on our app and our live 24/7 stream. We hope to have all that resolved in the next couple of days. But thanks again for watching our Friday morning show. Have a safe and good, happy Halloween.